rock hard once it goes in with a wild charge, and if you get to avoid it, if you get comboed by the knockout punch, you're gonna be eating up damage for like 3 to 4.5 seconds, depending on how well Team KAYUQT can really just stop you and hold you down from getting away. Interesting draft from KAYUQT. They continue their trend of surprises and fun, unique picks in the creator games, no man.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting the Aldous at all being picked up. Like, that's not part of the script. No, I'm kidding. It's not part of a typical lineup that we see. If the method that we've had so far and that what Blacklist International did was that if you're gonna go for an Aldous, it better be a jungler. It's been a long time since we've seen a side lane Aldous being fielded up by anybody at all in a tournament setting. Ranked games, yeah, it still happens, but you know, this is a different outlook altogether. So it's gonna be on the hands of a Ning Ning in the experience lane, and the Paquito is going to be the tank onto Ame TV. We'll see how effective their combination is going to be in this entirety of the game.
Vladimir's traps and the Abyssal Arrow is what Ame TV has to watch out for here, because there's a high potential of him being controlled for a long time and just eating up damage really quickly. So Ame TV has to watch out his positioning. He might play a more conservative tank instead of going into the advanced shrub or the shrubs ahead, closer to the side of KAYUQT, to give information to where the members of that team is. He might just hold back and just do his best to give a little bit of space for Luna while also protecting himself.
Yeah, he is he's doing fairly well. Just immediately going to the Little Wonder, which is going to go to the hands of KAYUQT. Turtle is going to be a big point of contention here for in the next 30 seconds or so. So everything is a stalemate for now. There is a heavy top lane presence here for GUSAYON. Going to try to go ahead and fight Aaron Cutie there. They almost take down a Ning Ning though, that's the thing.
Ooh. Okay, so with the Ning Ning down, forced back, but she can afford that retreat because Luna and Ame TV were able to control the lane a little bit. And seeing as how Aaron Cutie did return to base as well, that lane's going to be reset. And both of these will be available for the Turtle. In terms of the impact for the first Turtle take, the impact of Aaron Cutie will be felt much more because he has the last insanity and there's not a lot of stacks yet on this Aldous for his hunt, a bloody hunt for the contract, to be able to deal a lot of damage onto someone, and of course the empowered basic attack.
Yeah, speaking of Aaron Cutie, she's actually in a bit of a trouble in the top lane. Be My Angel is low as well in the bottom lane. It's ooh, they're being forced back. GUSAYON is looking really good here in this game, getting a lot of the members of KAYUQT to force themselves to go back. Arrow barely connects onto Ame.
Yeah, and he's really trying to be conservative of when he's using the jab, the second ability, so that he'll be able to dash away. Oh, but he eats that! This is bad!
And the first blood still goes to Wan in the bottom lane, but that's Ame TV hitting his face in towards the arrow. He's going to be forced back off. Badass TV is going to be sandwiched. Luna trying to force Chalap out of position. And he and Badass TV right now is stuck between a rock and a hard place. The Turtle is now in the priority of KAYUQT, but Luna has other minds, has other plans in mind, as Hayagodzi secures the Little Wanderer as well. Has the perfect execution, but will not be using it to engage. It's a complete disengage for both of these teams.
Ame TV not having his flicker here might mean he'll be one of the members going down for GUSAYON if this team fight doesn't go well for them. But right now they're paired up together super well, and Badass TV's Violent Requiems is something you have to watch out for here.
So Rose being thrown out. Hayagodzi forced back off. They get Be My Angel low HP. Crossbow of Tang is already proc. Will not be using it just yet. Relatively safe. Gonna be walled off. Here comes Ame TV in the backlines with a jab. River manipulation to take down Be My Angel and shut up and Vladimir. I'll continue on forward. Turtle is now free to take it for GUSAYON unless KAYUQT decides to go ahead and try to intervene and try to steal this, and they are in position. Guardian's Barrier now forcing him back. Ning Ning in the last Insanity will be taken out by Aaron Cutie. Turtle will be secured and stolen away by KAYUQT by that KAYUQT. He may as well rename his name to Lancelot Godsey.
Bro, Lancegodzi. Come on, it's there.
Lancegodzi.
It was there.
Lancegodzi.
Yeah. Lancegodzi. There we go. And GUSAYON here. In the prior team fight before the Turtle, I like how Marbs used his real-world manipulation to, one, of course, help secure the kill by applying the slow onto, I believe it was Be My Angel or Aaron who was picked off there. But then at the same time, they were able to cover the escape of AMETV, who, since he didn't have his flicker, was quite in a difficult position. As KAYUQT, if they were able to catch up to AMETV, could have turned around and at least tried to secure a kill on him before inevitably they would get taken out here. But KAYUQT, good string of events for them. They were able to steal away this Turtle. Great job there by Godsey. They were able to pick off Aaron Cutie, rather, was able to get one back from GUSAYON. But as of now, game's actually quite even. I was actually about to say someone
Godsey gets jobbed. There was also no Thorn Grocer. It could have been a conversion to a kill. Sorry to cut you off there, Reptar.
Oh, good, man. Actually, you didn't cut me off. I was done. Yeah.
You didn't have to cut me. Anyway, Chalap is charging
Don't turn this into a singing stream.
Not gonna happen. Badass gonna be making it out alive. The crossbow tangle. Does it have enough damage? Not enough. Gonna be able to bow.
Whoa.
Just at the nick of time as well as Godsey trades with the Thorn Rose. Chalap dangerously low on HP. Marb's gonna be there. Goes for the wild charge. Godsey's gonna be rejoining in on the fray. Perfect execution, and the Thorn Rose to take down Be My Angel in the top lane. No, not Be My Angel.
Man, the kill onto Be My Angel was almost didn't happen. What happened was Badass TV was able to trigger his basic attack, which at that point was powered up by super magic. You know, that thing where she jumps to you and bonks you in the head with an orb of magic? That's what happened. Right at the edge of the basic attack tracker for Badass TV, right before Be My Angel was able to get away with that, he was able to press that button, was able to move forward, also get an execute on it, and that's how they were able to secure a kill there on Be My Angel. Oh, things just went well there for Badass TV to be able to secure it.
Abyssal Arrows really not on point here from Vladimir so far. There were just a couple of that crucial hits that happened earlier on in the game. And Vladimir is just throwing the arrows here, just hoping to connect onto anybody for the entire team to collapse onto. As the bottom lane is being pushed out by Aaron Cutie. It's girl versus girl here in the bottom lane. And it's looking like Aaron is winning this duel. Gets stunned though. So that's a good thing. As KAYUQT takes down Marbsy in the back lines. And then it's going to be Badass TV taking KAYUQT as well. It's a stalemate. It's a trade for now. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Vladimir is low. Aaron Cutie dives in with the last Insanity. Everybody flickers out. Flickers in herself. And Luna's going to be joining out. Does have the blazing duet available, but Badass TV is going to fall down. Going to assist with taking down Aaron Cutie there. And it's all just jabs left and right. Fights everywhere. Abyssal Arrow's not going to connect onto Luna.
Yeah, and for GUSAYON now, they're a little bit happier because at one point the lead was getting closer to the 4K, 5K mark for their team, which means that it's going to take a much longer time, and potentially they might not even reach it for their Claude and their Aldous to be farmed up well enough. Because KAYUQT, with the lead they were being able to build up, or they were building up, it's exactly what they want, because they want to end this game as fast as possible. Yeah, you still have the one who can be a scary late game presence for your team, but then at the same time, up against an Aldous, up against a Claude, it could be really risky to wait for the time that you're both in the late game. So KAYUQT wants to end this as fast as possible, which is why constantly KAYUQT is just pushing down the bottom lane to minimize the presence of the Aldous on the map. But what you're doing with that is you're giving him more opportunities to get stacks for his empowered basic attack, for that soul steal. So that's something KAYUQT is willing to trade out right now for a little bit more map control. And so far, with them being able to secure almost all of the early game objectives, things are going well for them. But this is a fragile lead that they have.
Yeah, and speaking of map control, they wanted to take care of Ning Ning as much as possible. We haven't seen any chase fates being thrown out by Ning Ning just yet, and they don't want that opportunity to pop up. They're trying to even out the push from the bottom and from the top lane. That's why they pushed out the bottom lane. The Lord is up as well. And Luna is stuck between a rock and a hard place. He's going to be flickering, not flickering out, but BMIing out, but the perfect execution takes him down just in time, complete to burst out like KAYUQT.
Bro, that wall, the Guardian's barrier by Chalap, just showed up right at the perfect time to stop Luna from being able to get away. He actually just froze him on that side to allow the members of KAYUQT to take him down. And this is going to be another free main objective here for KAYUQT.
They're pushing forward though. MLBB spots out 2 members. Guardian's Barrier is going to be thrown out. Here comes the real world manipulation, not really amounting to much. Perfect execution is going to be used up. This is a free purple buff for KAYUQT. And this is GUSAYON starving of any farming potential here for Luna specifically.
What hurts here, though, for KAYUQT is that Badass TV already picked up his Genius Wand, which can be very damaging for them, especially if Chalap is the one who gets caught in the spatial migration knockup, or Aaron QT or Hayagadzi. Any of those two, they get caught would be really bad. But look at the damage coming out from this Lancelot. Ame!
He's crying. As soon as the Abyssal Arrow connect, I saw Hayagadzi his eyes were locked in to Ame. It just bursted him down. The damage wasn't quite there, but that still forced him to back off.
Yeah, because of the pressure that KAYUQT applied onto Ning Ning's Aldous, it's hard. I don't think even Ning Ning at this point has enough farm. Luna goes in! That was a Hail Mary play.
Hail Mary play that's not going to be amounting to much. Base turret's going to go down here in the bottom lane. Top lane's going to be pushed up as well. Chase Fate used for the first time onto Hayagadzi as well. And they might just pay the price for that. And by that, I mean this mid lane turret may fall down. And this cannon minion doesn't know where to go. I'm going to go to the mid lane. So, yeah.
Just stopping that.
It's just a matter of time now before KAYUQT ends this. The minion waves are already pushing in. There's another big wave coming in, but Badass TV takes down Chalap. And now that may just be an opening. Their HPs are relatively healthy here. They stop the initial push of minions. There's a quarter of the HP being taken out, but Hayagadzi takes down Badass TV in the process with just a Thorned Rose.
And now finally, Vladimir's Abyssal Arrows coming in big. Like, it's like for the longest time I was like, alright, no, sorry man, it's just taking a while for me to warm up. Now that he's really warmed up, he's 4-0-4, and that opened up that burst onto Badass TV coming in from Hayagadzi because he was stunned. He couldn't avoid all that Thorned Rose damage, which at this point, because of the massive lead that they have, man, oh man, I think it took out close to 40% of Guinevere's health with one hit from the Thorned Rose.
Man, it's like, if they can pick off Hayagadzi, they have to worry about Erden and Be My Angel too. So there's a lot of options here as the Abyssal Arrow connects onto a Ning Ning. Watch Charge doesn't connect, but still nowhere to run because of that Guardian's Barrier.
And at the same time, unfortunate for Ning Ning, as she was trying to run away, she ran into an Abyssal Arrow that I believe Vladimir met for the back line. Woo! Hits again, on point.
It's forcing Marbs down to low HP, and they take down Ame as well. The tank, crossbow tank, gonna be used up onto Badass TV. There's not much that he can do there. Real world manipulation is gonna be used up to zone everybody out away from the base, but it's not gonna be amounting to much. Luna's BMI keeps himself alive. The arrow once again connects, and that is all the combos that they need to take down Badass TV, and the minions are marching in. I think Ning is joining in on the frame. Not a lot of damage here. Hayagazi staying under the base. Will go for the Thorn Rose, but will be overstaying his welcome there. And they managed to keep themselves alive in this game, as at the very least, GUSAYON.
Yeah, and right now the main question in my head is, how come it doesn't feel like there's not a lot of damage on that crossbow of Tang yet? Is it because, is this only the second main item that Be My Angel completed? Because I know she's had the Corrosion Scythe for the longest time. Maybe the Demon Hunter Sword was the third main item completed here. So maybe we're gonna start feeling damage, because that was just badass TV eating up the entire crossbow of Tang. And it barely tickled him. So right now that's the main question I have here. Something's up.
I guess can we pop it up? I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. But the Lord is a viable option here. And there you go.
Oh, okay.
No boots. Sure.
Yeah, Windtalker went for the Rose Gold instead, and still less than 10k in terms of the farm. Just picked up the Demon Hunter Sword. Okay, now we're really gonna start feeling damage coming out from this one.
Yeah, the Wild Charge though catches 3. Marbs is down, and they are still in prime position to fight back GUSAYON. They just need to make sure to use their skills wisely, as the Blazing Duet is going to be used to deter any other further pushes there. But they are backing off. They lose 1 in the process, but they still manage to keep themselves alive.
Yeah. And KAYUQT still in the lead here, but GUSAYON is keeping the game closer than it should be, actually. So there is still a chance for them to make a comeback here, but the setup capabilities of this Grok, the Guardian's Barrier placements have been on point here. It has been opening up engagement possibilities here for KAYUQT, followed up by the last Insanity coming in from the X-Borg. So now it seems like one of the main adjustments that the team has to do here is to do their best to watch their positioning in team fights, so that they don't end up just eating up a lot of, or being caught off guard by the Guardian's Barrier, being caught in a bad position by that Guardian's Barrier, because that's just empowering a lot of the initiations that they can do.
Yeah, Joros Gombo has been consistent in this Grok. Yeah, in the start of the game, Joros was also just roaming around, just trying to look for areas of opportunity to zone out most of the members of GUSAYON. But as the game progressed, the Abyssal Arrow connecting from the Selena, and Joros just able to just pull up the Guardian's Bear as soon as the arrow does connect. Just make sure that whoever gets caught with the Abyssal Arrow immediately dies, and that's something that GUSAYON has to worry about here. The multiple threats of stuns, of long distance lockdowns. That's what they want to look out for here. But what here for GUSAYON? How can they come back here in this fight and potentially force a game number 3?
Again, if they can avoid the setup by the Grok, and then at the same time, once you see that the X-Borg has utilized the last Insanity, if the Selena is wide open for the taken, I think no fears of using that Chase Fate to target that Selena, force them back, force KAYUQT in a position where they might get split up, or while they're in the run, that will open up the possibility for Luna to just come in with a Blazing Duet and clean up house. But I think what GUSAYON has been looking for is a good setup to maximize the real-world manipulation slows from Marbs, which against this lineup is incredibly hard to do. So now their main initiator here might end up becoming a Ning Ning. Don't use the chase, don't try to conserve the Chase Fate to secure a kill, but use that to put KAYUQT in a better position for yourself to maximize, instead of just trying to wait for that perfect opportunity where everyone's just all together. Or Badass TV caught 2 or 3 members of KAYUQT with the knock-up from the Spatial Migration, followed up by the Violet Requiem damage.
We'll also look for an opportunity to use the Chase Fate to get information, but I don't think we may find that information game being thrown out, as the Wombo combo's being thrown out now as we speak. Badass Be My Angel. Oh yeah, Badass TV was able to take down one, at least take down Vladimir, but that's still the HP's low for KAYUQT. But that's on brunt of the members here from GUSAYON, already low on already just down to 2, but their HPs are down. A Ning Ning will take down 2 in the process, but that's still the game going to KAYUQT because of the minion push. Minion TZ makes it out. That's KAYUQT winning out
man.
the game.